Hi, everybody. It's Rick with One Board Family here with another interview with some of our favorite people, Andrew and Allison Gerbsch, some of the creators of Gyrating Hamsters. Hello, guys.
Hey.
Hey, Rick. Thanks for having us.
So I feel like I'm talking to like successful business celebrities now that you guys have run a successful Kickstarter campaign for Gyrating Hamsters. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Rick. Yeah, we're very pleased with the turnout of as many people as we had back gyrating hamsters. We couldn't be more happy for that.
Yeah, it was awesome. And you guys launched. When did this launch and wrap up?
So the game launched May 9th, I believe, and then it wrapped up on June 11th. So in total, it was 33 days that we ran the Kickstarter. Okay,
and what were y'all's final totals for your campaign?
Well, we had a total of 609 backers, and we raised over $27,000. We're about $30 short of $28,000. So, yeah, we were blown away by that.
So, like going into this, like, what were kind of some of the numbers you were throwing around in your head as far as what could happen for your game?
Well, that's kind of a funny story because I don't know if people caught on to this, but at the beginning, if you looked at our stretch goal section, we had them running in 5K increments all the way up to like $90,000. So our heads were kind of in the clouds for this. Now our last stretch goal was it was meant to be a social stretch goal thing where it started at 90, but when people shared or liked or commented, then it would go down in $5,000 increments. So realistically, I think we had our sights set at the beginning around 60 to 65,000 if all the social stretch goals were met. But that sort of changed as the campaign moved along. So.
Yeah. I mean, you guys had a huge first day. I know we've worked with several Kickstarters at One Board Family, and some of them start slower. Some of them, they all seem to have their different paths. And I just know I was really cheering for you guys when you launched. And, even though I have, none of the personal connections of you guys, I know when it launched, I was like, come on, guys, let's get the come on, you can do it. And it seemed to launch pretty well. And I was excited for you guys. And I was really glad when you guys hit that goal and excited about, watching it keep going as the campaign went on.
Yeah, thanks, Rick. We did fund in less than a week, and so you are a connoisseur with Kickstarter, and we did a ton of research and knew that the first 48 hours is really, and the last 48 hours are paramount and most important to a Kickstarter campaign. So I believe we raised close to $10,000 our first day. So we were. Was it that high? Our first 2 days, we raised about $10,000 our first 2 days, and so hitting close to 60%, going into that long middle road was big, and so I don't know how closely One Board Family watched our little campaign, but we hit quite a rut, which was expected between days 4 and 25 is kind of when we were in a rut, where some days we would probably have close to 2 or 3 backers, other days we'd have 10, but it was pretty slow in the middle. Would you say that's the same?
So as Kickstarter folks, like as you're running that campaign, like how do you react to that? I mean, was there like a holy cow, this is not going well, or was there patience involved? You kind of understood the process. Like, how were you guys feeling, as that campaign went on?
Yeah, so we had done enough research to know that there was going to be that dip in the middle. We had read other advice columns and whatnot about it. So we decided to just be patient, and we backed down on our advertising a little bit. We backed down on our Facebook posts because we knew the last week and the last 48 hours would be so important that we just decided to wait to make our big push then, so that we didn't waste time or resources during that middle time when it's expected to kind of slow down anyways.
Now knowing that, so we knew the research ahead of time, but after the 3rd, 4th, or 5th day in a row of it being kind of slow, we were like, what are we doing? Like, why are we only having 3 backers at 6, 10 backers a day? Like, we had this momentum the first 2 days, and then it just died, and we're like, we knew the research, but we were still like second guessing a lot of the advertising decisions and that sort of thing we made. So, looking back on it, knowing we were successful, it's fine. But in the moment, you still get those, what are we doing wrong sort of things.
Should we have made miniatures? I don't know what we should have done.
Stuffed hamsters for every box.
That was a real conversation. That was a real conversation.
Little beanie babies.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I'm sure people would have enjoyed that, but I think you guys ended up okay. Now, you did have a bit of a interesting development as your campaign went along, where you got some interest from some other folks. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So Lion Rampant Imports, we have been in discussions with them a little prior to when the Kickstarter launched, but nothing was, in the works. So they liked the look of our game. But we really solidified a partnership like in the middle of the campaign. And so what was so big about that, and I don't know if you're familiar with Lion Rampant, but they're a full service game and puzzle distributor operating in Canada. I think they were founded in the early 90s, and they've grown to be Canada's largest distributor of board games. And they do things like strategy games, dice games, pretty much, broad line game distributor. But so in the middle of our campaign, we were super excited because having a player like that on our side allowed us to provide content that we wouldn't have been able to afford otherwise. And so that's why you saw in the middle of the campaign, we announced, all our stretch goals being reduced, and then our really high stretch goal being unlocked automatically, so we could release that content and add, I don't know how many cards it was to the game, but add that in automatically, so everyone won. So that was really cool, and we were happy to do that.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited about that. So now Kickstarter campaign's over. You've probably taken your 2-week vacation of celebration. So what's next for you guys?
Well, it's hard to answer that question because right now we're in the middle of fulfillment, and we sent off to have print runs sent back to us from our manufacturers. So we haven't thought too much of what's in the future because we're trying to fulfill our Kickstarter promises as quickly as we can, because we want to definitely get it there before Christmas, and hopefully we can announce soon when we're going to have the delivery there. Do you want to touch on that at all?
No.
So depending on the success, obviously Kickstarter was a big success, but hopefully depending on the retail success, which Lion Rampant and our partnership can kind of push out to Canada and North America, we'd be able to announce something down the road with Gyrating Hamsters. So
awesome.
Not as juicy as you wanted, but
as an investigative journalist like myself, I try to get as much info out, and I can accept when it's not ready for release. No. Well, I'm excited again. Like I've been following along with you guys and checking in, and I'm just feel like I want to see it on a game shelf because I can be like, hey, I know these guys, but I'm really excited for you guys, and congratulations on all your success. And I'm hoping that everything goes smoothly for you guys with all the fulfillment.
Thank you, Rick.
We hope so too.
And hopefully we can announce some good things in the future. But just be known that One Board Family will be at the top of our list for those kind of things to come out. And you guys were personally supported our Kickstarter too. So we want to thank you for your support from the beginning to even allow us to to have access to your audience and just be proponents of our game, giving us good feedback. And so hopefully down the road, your supporters that supported us will be happy with Gyrating Hamsters as well.
Definitely. And I am. And I mean, you've made a great game, so I think good things are going to happen. I am slightly disappointed that I still have not beat my wife in it.
Oh.
Don't know what the heck. Well, I've lost to her in pretty much everything recently, so I didn't stop cheering off to the side.
She's got your number.
Yeah, but you know what? I wish you guys well, and thanks for talking with us this evening.
Thank you. You have a good night.
Thank you so much, Rick.
Bye.
Bye. Jared on.